You've probably heard it your whole life, just eat enough protein and you'll stay strong. And for years that advice worked. A few slices of meat, some milk, maybe an egg for breakfast, you felt fine. But something's changed. After 60, your body stops absorbing protein the way it used to. Your muscles, the same ones that help you climb stairs, stand up, stay steady, begin to shrink. Quietly, relentlessly. You're not getting weaker because you're lazy. You're getting weaker because your muscles are starving. And here's the scary part. Most seniors are eating protein every day but still losing muscle. Why? Because not all protein is created equal. Some proteins digest too fast. Others come with too much salt or fat. And some simply don't contain what aging muscles actually need. In today's video, we'll reveal the 10 best protein foods that help rebuild your strength after 60. Not powders, not pills. Real everyday foods that reduce inflammation, boost balance, and keep your independence strong, one bite at a time. If you're over 60 and feel like your legs are getting softer, or that you're more tired than usual, drop your age and your most common meal in the comments. We're replying with personalized tips, and your story might help someone else too. Now let's begin with the 10 most underrated protein that works while you sleep, and yet most people skip it entirely. Let's start with one of the most overlooked muscle-building foods for seniors: cottage cheese. At first glance, it seems like the perfect snack, soft, easy to digest, low in fat, and packed with protein. For decades, it's been recommended by doctors' weight loss programs and even hospital meal plans. But what most people over 60 don't realize is that this humble cheese can do far more than just help you cut calories. In fact, it might be the best-kept secret for overnight muscle repair. Why? Because cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a unique type of protein that digests very slowly. While other proteins like whey disappear in a few hours, casein feeds your muscles gradually, over 6 to 8 hours. That's crucial for older adults whose bodies naturally break down more muscle during sleep, especially if dinner was light. And it's not just about protein. Cottage cheese is also packed with calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that help strengthen your bones, reduce fracture risk, and keep your frame stable as you age. These nutrients work quietly in the background, but without them your structure starts to falter. Take Sylvia, a 70-year-old yoga enthusiast from Colorado. She was waking up sore and tired even after a full night's rest. Her sleep was deep, but her recovery was shallow. A nutritionist recommended a small serving of cottage cheese an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, Sylvia noticed less joint stiffness and better balance in her morning routine. Want to try it yourself? Stick to half a cup unsweetened. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon, a handful of blueberries, or a few crushed almonds for flavor, and let your muscles recover while you sleep. Because aging doesn't mean you stop rebuilding, you just need to feed the process the right way. Next on our list is a food that tastes like dessert, but acts like a silent repair team for your gut and your muscles. Greek yogurt. It may look like regular yogurt. It's thick, creamy, and often advertised as high protein or digestive friendly. But the truth is, for people over 60, Greek yogurt can be far more powerful than most people realize if you know how to use it right. That's because as you age, your gut health begins to change. The lining thins. Your enzyme production drops, and suddenly the nutrients you eat don't get absorbed as efficiently. You might be eating plenty of protein, but your muscles still feel weak. Why? Because your gut isn't unlocking its full potential. Greek yogurt helps fix that on two fronts. First, it delivers up to 20 grams of high-quality protein per bowl, exactly what aging muscles need. Second, it's packed with probiotics, the friendly bacteria that repair your digestive lining, reduce bloating, and help your body absorb nutrients better. There's research to back this up. A study in Nutrients 2020 found that older adults who consumed probiotic-rich dairy like Greek yogurt had up to 24% better protein retention and muscle maintenance than those who didn't. That's what helped Harold, 72, a retired mechanic from Michigan. He was eating well, but felt constant fatigue after meals. A dietitian suggested replacing his mid-morning toast with a bowl of Greek yogurt, topped with flaxseed and blueberries. Within weeks, his digestion improved, his belly slimmed down, and his legs felt steadier on stairs. If you've been feeling tired despite eating right, it might be time to heal your gut. Start with one small bowl of Greek yogurt daily. Add walnut, cinnamon, or chia seeds, and let your body absorb more with less effort. Because sometimes, it's not about eating more. It's about using what you already eat better. Now let's talk about one of the simplest, most affordable, and most powerful muscle foods that's probably already in your fridge: eggs. They're familiar. They're easy. And for decades, eggs have been labeled nature's perfect protein. But here's the catch. Most older adults seriously underestimate what eggs can do for aging bodies. That's what happened to Frank, a 66-year-old retiree who thought skipping breakfast would help him lose weight. For years, he had just coffee in the morning, and by 10 a.m. he was shaky low on energy and grabbing a muffin or cookie just to feel normal. What Frank didn't realize is that your body's ability to absorb protein is highest in the morning, and skipping that window starves your muscles when they need fuel the most. Eggs change that. Each egg provides 6 to 7 grams of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to stay strong. But there's more. Egg yolks also contain vitamin D, which supports bone health, immune function, and balance, especially important for preventing falls. And despite old myths, eggs do not raise heart disease risk in healthy older adults. In fact, studies now show that moderate egg intake may help improve cholesterol profiles and support brain health thanks to choline, a key nutrient found in the yolk. Frank made a simple switch: 2 scrambled eggs, a slice of whole grain toast, and a few avocado slices in the morning. Within days, his energy smoothed out. He stopped crashing mid-morning. And his wife noticed. "You're walking taller," she said. If your mornings feel foggy or unsteady, try starting your day with eggs. Boiled, poached, or scrambled, your muscles, bones, and brain will all benefit. Because breakfast isn't just a meal. For older adults, it's the most strategic dose of strength all day. Number 7 on our list isn't just one food, it's a combo. And when paired together, they create a morning fuel source that can keep your muscles energized for hours: oats and nuts. At first glance, a bowl of oatmeal seems like a healthy choice. And it is sometimes. But for many seniors, it's not enough. On its own, oatmeal digests quickly, causing a sugar spike, then a crash, leaving you hungry, tired, and weak before lunchtime. That's what happened to Michael, 68, a retired bus driver from Florida. He started each day with plain instant oats and bananas. But by mid-morning, he felt foggy and shaky, like he hadn't eaten at all. The fix: add protein and healthy fats. When Michael added a handful of chopped walnuts and a scoop of chia seeds to his oatmeal, everything changed. He felt fuller, longer. His blood sugar leveled out, and his morning energy stopped crashing. Here's why it works. Oats provide complex carbohydrates for slow energy. Nuts and seeds deliver protein, healthy fats, and key minerals like magnesium and zinc, both critical for muscle function, cramp prevention, and joint comfort. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that older adults who consumed a high-fiber breakfast with added plant fats had 30% more stable energy and better protein absorption compared to those who ate carbs alone. To make this work for you, choose steel-cut or rolled oats, not the instant kind. Top with almonds, walnuts, flaxseed, or chia. Add cinnamon for blood sugar support and skip the sugar. Because the right start to your day doesn't just keep you full. It helps keep you on your feet. Let's move to a food that's often mistaken for a grain, but acts like a complete protein: quinoa. You've probably seen it in trendy health blogs or at the grocery store next to brown rice. But don't be fooled, quinoa isn't just a fad. It's one of the few plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids. That makes it a rare and valuable tool for muscle preservation after 60. That's what Susan, 67, discovered after a long struggle with bloating and midday fatigue. She loved rice, but after lunch she felt sluggish and swollen. Her daughter suggested quinoa. Within days, Susan noticed the difference. Her stomach flattened out, her energy held steady, and her legs didn't ache after gardening. Here's what makes quinoa so effective. It contains about 8 grams of high-quality protein per cup, plus magnesium for muscle relaxation, iron for oxygen delivery, and fiber to keep your digestion running smoothly. Better yet, quinoa is naturally gluten-free, light on the stomach, and easy to cook. Unlike heavier grains, it doesn't leave you feeling weighed down or bloated, a major plus for older adults with slower digestion. And according to research in the European Journal of Nutrition, seniors who replaced refined grains with quinoa at least 3 times a week showed improved strength scores and reduced joint stiffness over a 12-week period. Want to give it a try? Swap your rice or couscous for quinoa. Simmer it in low-sodium broth, toss with sautéed spinach and garlic, or serve with grilled chicken for a balanced anti-inflammatory lunch. It's not flashy. It's not loud. But quinoa quietly fuels the strength you need to stay active without the crash. Coming in at number 5 is a food that's been nourishing generations for centuries: but is finally getting the spotlight it deserves for muscle health after 60 lentils. They're small, they're humble, but they pack an incredible punch, especially for older adults looking to stay active without eating heavy meals. Take David, 70, a retired postal worker who loved being outdoors. But every afternoon after lunch he felt heavy and sluggish. He thought it was just aging. But when his nutritionist replaced his red meat chili with a lentil stew, things started to shift. No more bloating, no more 2 p.m. nap cravings, and his legs didn't ache after walks like they used to. So what makes lentils so powerful? Just 1 cup of cooked lentils delivers about 18 grams of high-quality plant protein, plus fiber, iron, and magnesium, a perfect trio for supporting strength, oxygen delivery, and muscle recovery. Fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, keeping your energy smooth throughout the day. Iron delivers oxygen to tired muscles, reducing that dead leg feeling. And magnesium supports nerve function and helps prevent cramps and stiffness, especially at night. Even better, lentils are one of the most digestible legumes and don't require soaking. They cook fast, are budget-friendly, and absorb flavor beautifully. If meat feels too heavy or expensive lately, try simmering lentils with carrots, garlic, and a splash of olive oil. You'll feel full, satisfied, and supported without the crash. Number 4 is a food so familiar it's almost invisible: skinless chicken breast. It's been a staple of healthy eating advice for decades: lean, low-fat, high-protein. But most people don't realize just how perfect it is for older adults trying to rebuild strength without overloading the body. That includes Paul, 73, a former contractor from Ohio. After a mild heart scare, he cut down on red meat but didn't know what to replace it with. He tried tofu fish, even protein bars, but nothing kept him full. Then his doctor suggested grilled chicken breast, simply prepared. Within weeks, Paul noticed fewer energy dips and less afternoon soreness in his arms and shoulders. The change wasn't dramatic, but it was steady. Here's why it works. Chicken breast offers 25–30 grams of lean, high-quality protein per serving, without the saturated fats that strain the heart. It's easy to chew, easy to digest, and versatile in every meal. But it doesn't stop at protein. Chicken breast is also rich in selenium, a trace mineral essential for cell repair and immune function, both of which decline with age. It also contains niacin, vitamin B3, which helps convert the food you eat into energy your muscles can actually use. And if chewing or digesting red meat has become uncomfortable, chicken is far more forgiving. Just remember, don't overcook it. Bake or grill with olive oil and herbs for maximum tenderness. Shred it into soup, slice it over salad, or mix into rice bowls. No powders, no gimmicks. Just quiet strength served warm on your plate. Sometimes the foods that look the most ordinary are the ones quietly keeping you strong. Next on the list is a protein that feels more like self-care than nutrition: salmon. It's rich, it's flavorful, and for people over 60 it's one of the most therapeutic foods you can eat, especially if you're dealing with joint pain, stiffness, or memory fog. That's exactly what Clara, 67, was facing. Once an avid walker, she'd begun skipping her evening strolls because her knees felt rusty, as she put it. Her energy was fading, her mind felt cloudy, and every movement came with resistance. She thought it was just aging, until her daughter made her a simple meal: grilled salmon with lemon and herbs. The next day, her joints felt looser. After a week, she was walking further, and 2 weeks in, she said, "I finally feel like myself again." Here's why salmon is a complete protein, delivering 20–25 grams per serving. But what makes it so powerful is its rich supply of omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are anti-inflammatory powerhouses. They lubricate joints, protect blood vessels, and enhance brain function, something especially important for seniors facing early cognitive decline or frequent soreness. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed oily fish twice a week had significantly lower inflammatory markers and better memory scores than those who didn't. Salmon is also easier to digest than beef or pork, making it ideal for seniors with slower digestion or reduced stomach acid. If you don't like cooking, try canned salmon mixed with avocado or baked fillets with a side of steamed vegetables. 2 servings a week is all it takes to feel the difference. Because aging isn't just about staying alive, it's about staying vibrant. At number 2 is a food that's often overlooked, maybe because it's humble, affordable, and doesn't come in fancy packaging. But beans might just be the most underrated muscle food in your pantry. George, 72, never thought much of beans. They're cheap, he'd say. Good for chili. But when his doctor told him he was losing muscle mass and approaching prediabetes, he had to rethink things. Red meat felt heavy. Protein shakes upset his stomach, so he gave beans a real shot. and the change steady, gentle, and undeniable. Just 1 cup of cooked beans provides 13 to 15 grams of plant-based protein, plus a powerful dose of fiber, potassium, and iron, all of which are essential for muscle recovery, blood pressure regulation, and keeping your energy stable throughout the day. But here's where beans shine. Their fiber slows digestion, preventing sugar spikes and crashes that often lead to fatigue. Their potassium reduces fluid retention and joint stiffness. And their iron helps deliver oxygen to your muscles, reducing that heavy dragging feeling in your legs. A 2020 study in the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition found that older adults who ate beans 4 times a week had significantly better muscle preservation and fewer falls compared to those who didn't. The best part, beans are endlessly adaptable. Black beans, kidney beans, navy beans, toss them in salads, blend them into spreads, or simmer them in soups. And if you're worried about bloating, start small and rinse canned beans thoroughly. They're not just good for your budget, they're good for your future mobility. Strength doesn't always come from something new. Sometimes it comes from going back to real food. And finally, number 1, a food that's soft, subtle, and often misunderstood: tofu. For decades, tofu has been dismissed by many older adults as bland or only for vegetarians. But don't be fooled. When it comes to gentle strength support for aging bodies, tofu might be one of the smartest choices you can make. That's what Lily, 63, discovered after a dental procedure left her unable to chew tougher meats. For weeks, she lived on soups and crackers, and her legs started to feel like jelly. Her balance got worse. Her stamina dipped. She was afraid to go up the stairs alone. Her dietitian introduced tofu, not as a meat substitute but as a muscle repair tool. Within 2 weeks, Lily noticed her legs felt firmer. Her recovery improved, and most importantly, she felt steady again. Here's why tofu works so well for seniors. It's a complete protein, just like chicken or fish, with all 9 essential amino acids. But unlike meat, it's soft, easy to digest, and gentle on the kidneys. Tofu is also rich in calcium, which supports bone strength, and iron, which helps prevent fatigue. Even better, it absorbs flavor like a sponge. Bake it, stir-fry it, blend it into smoothies. Tofu adapts to you. And here's the science. A 2021 review in Nutrients showed that older adults who regularly consumed soy protein like tofu had better muscle mass retention and improved cholesterol levels, without the heaviness or inflammation often caused by red meat. If chewing has become a challenge, or your stomach feels uneasy after heavier meals, give tofu a try. Start with extra firm tofu sautéed with garlic and herbs, or blend silken tofu into soup or a creamy breakfast bowl, because strength after 60 doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers in quiet foods that rebuild you bite by bite. So if you've watched this far, you've just taken a powerful step toward protecting your strength, mobility, and independence after 60. You've learned the truth about protein, not just how much you need, but which kinds actually work for older bodies. We showed you 10 powerful foods, from slow-digesting cottage cheese to omega-rich salmon, to plant proteins like lentils and tofu that quietly rebuild muscle, reduce inflammation, and support digestion. And we uncovered why muscle loss after 60 isn't just a matter of aging. It's about giving your body the right fuel in the right form, at the right time of day. Because after 60, your meals aren't just meals anymore. They're medicine. They're momentum. They're how you stay on your feet, keep your balance, and feel like you again. And that change, it doesn't require supplements or diets or anything extreme. It starts with small daily choices like what's on your fork. If this helped you, leave a comment below with your age and which protein you're planning to add first, or which one surprised you most. We read every message, and your story might help someone else take the first step too. In our next video, we'll reveal 8 surprising protein-rich foods that work even better than eggs, especially for those of us in our 60s and 70s who want to regain strength without stressing the joints or digestion. Some of them might already be in your kitchen, just waiting to be used differently. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the tools your future self is quietly hoping you'll find. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay kind to your body, and I'll see you in the next one.